Take me to Snurch. All right, welcome back, everyone. We are doing Sinfessions now. Who here has not been around for a Sinfessions stream before? There is an Italian tennis player. I was checking the gifs on whatchamacallit, Twitter, and it had one. Me? Yeah. Orthogonal Caster says me, being a person who has edited my Sinfession videos twice now. All right. What is this? Oh, that's that. Yeah, I don't use that. Where is Sinfessions? There it is. Okay. So in order to send in a Sinfession, make sure that you hide your name. Or just use a private thing. Pin that guy. So that's the link that you need to go to in order to send stuff in. And then I have a inbox that I'm going to go through. And I'm just going to scroll through all of this and get all the way down. Again, I'm going to go and put this warning up on screen. These are resources to go to if you are a person who is going through some real bad stuff. My streams are not the appropriate or a helpful place to go to in order to learn that information or get the help you need. We're looking for like funny stories, not like serious sad stories. Sometimes people don't know things, so. Hey, GG Mars. Okay, so this is actually a two-parter. So let me go ahead and try and get the first one set up. And then let me get the music going too. The thing that keeps me from getting taken out of context. All right. We've got this one from Anonymous. And it says, part 1 of 2. Related, this is a web game called Candy Box. It's an amateur link. I trust it. Never heard of it, but okay. Let's do like a display capture so you can see this. So this is the game. It just looks very basic text stuff. It could have been boobs. Well, I mean, you know, I had the screen covered, so it's fine. This is a web game called Candy Box, where the main character is drawn like this. Inspired by that, I used to use that to mean hi, kind of a hand wave, because I like creating my own emotes. Along the same time, I started first year of Unity. After a bit, my schoolmates started treating me kind of weird. They never confronted me or something, but I got the definite feeling that I'm not liked and I couldn't guess the reason. A sequence of events happened that led to me dropping out. I never learned the true reason, but about a year ago, I think I finally deduced it. Apparently that's used by Nazis to mean the Nazi salute, so my guess is they thought I was a Nazi after I used it in group chat. I was also a bit of a nice guy back in the day, better now. I mostly kept to myself, so I don't think that it was a huge factor, but it definitely fucked up period of my life in general. Sorry if this is... No, that is a funny one. That is actually funny. This isn't the kind of trauma that I'm talking about. That's, I feel like I've used that emote too for the same reason. Not a sin, but funny. That's fucking sad though. There was a power outage one time, so I sang out loud the 4 big guys because I was bored and my neighbors outside heard me and started dying laughing. I didn't leave my house all week. I don't give a shit. I sing that all the time anyway. I'm out of Sinfessions, but I just want to drop you a thank you real quick. You've been pretty much acting as an official therapist for this community. It probably isn't easy. We all appreciate it. Yeah. No problem. I do think that I need to stop being a therapist for y'all because, like I said, I don't think I can give you the... I'm probably better than BetterHelp because I actually, like, remember and listen to your stories, but the bar is exceedingly low for that. I wish BetterHelp was what I want it to be, but it's not. Staying silent is better than BetterHelp. Yeah, telling you to use actual fucking resources to get your head straight. Like these. Like, that's solid advice. Go to these places. BetterHelp doesn't use AI, it uses real people. They just aren't licensed at all. I forget, there is one that uses AI, and it uses the what's that one size fits all one that people like? Replica? Magnum? I think it's what is it? Not CBD. Not cognitive behavioral therapy. You can do that with an AI because basically there's like one way that it works and it either works or does not. I don't like it. It's a form of therapy that very much requires you to punch yourself in the balls, or listen to people, have someone order you around and tell you what to do. And I don't jive with it, man. I don't jive with it at all. As a little kid, I learning about the sun swallowing all the planets in whatever years gave me anxiety. Yeah, I remember that. During summers, I'd give myself panic attacks thinking about it. I think that's why to this day I'm so anxious and paranoid about a lot of things. Yeah, I think you were just a fucked up kid that grew up into a fucked up adult. I don't think that that's the reason. I think that you were just an anxious little child like me. I don't know. We're going to be dead before then. So, like, yeah, I diagnose you with worrying about actual problems, I guess. But yeah, seek help, I guess, on that. One time when I was 10, I slapped another kid in my class because he was annoying to me. I don't even remember what he did. None of the teachers saw, so I didn't get in trouble, but I felt so tough and cool for that. But now I feel bad. I was a shithead as a kid. Yeah, but maybe the kid deserved... No, it's good that you, it's good that you realized. But yeah, these are the kind of things that stick to you. When I was very young and first getting into using Tumblr around 2012, 2013, I saw someone being racist on that site and went to their blog. Their entire blog was boho aesthetic. So I asked him, I sent them an anon-ass telling them that racism wasn't very boho of the... What is boho? Bohemian? Hippie? Boho these nuts? Okay, yeah, fuck you. So I sent them, citing a Wikipedia article that at the time said the boho aesthetic was open-minded and accepting. I don't think that changed. Yeah, why would you think that? I'll tell you something. Punks are well known for being aggressive and like going down in a fight, but I will tell you something. Hippies are fucking hardcore. When it comes to violence, you want that hippie on your side. 100%. Because there's a lot of like... There's a lot of pent up emotion in there that they are not allowed to express as part of being a hippie. And when you give them an option to, they fucking go off. They're the ones that you need to hold back, not the punks. The punks understand shit well enough. And they're like, this is bullshit. We're gonna cause some problems. But yeah. I used to be in a punk band, and this guy that I was in the band with, I streamed with him once, bass player friend guy, said I was like the guy from SLC Punk that looked like a prep. Probably because I dress, I mean, less so now, but I used to dress in just like a button up, you know? That guy went hard as fuck. But he looked like nothing, and that's just how punk works, man. The guy that's like wearing like the least punk outfit, you're about to have the wildest fucking pit of your life, dude. That's the guy who makes shit go hard. Anyway. When I was a kid, I used to burn things in our driveway. Banger start to a story. I was definitely the destructive teenager phase of my life. I had assumed that the asphalt of my driveway could withstand the heat, but one day the fire got out of hand and burned straight through the dirt underneath. Whenever we had friends over, my mom would lie on my behalf and tell them to avoid the pothole because it was dug up by our snowblower. What did you do? How did you burn a hole through asphalt? Yeah, I kind of am with you. I assume that asphalt is fire resistant. Solid mom moment, but what the fuck? How hot, at what temperature does asphalt melt? 130 and 343 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like not that hot. Around 50 degrees Celsius, according to Cora. So, I mean, like, somewhere in that range. Yeah, I mean, like, gets to be about, like, 120 in, like, El Paso. So, like, you're pretty close to that, but yeah. I guess so. All right. Weird story. Celsius, they said 50 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the low end of that is. 130 F2C. 54. In case you're wondering, no, Italian-style dressing does not make a good substitute for cooking oil. While there's oil in it, I found that the small amount of sugar in the dressing caramelizes into a disgusting outer shell that ruins the taste of whatever you cooked with it. Sausages were a casual... No, you can use Italian dressing, but you gotta use, like... You use olive oil? You put some, like, Italian dressing on chicken? That's actually fucking banger. My wife makes that every now and then. Good. I don't know what you're talking about. Fake? One time I faked serious allegations against someone who I will not be mentioning. Okay. Don't do that? Sin? Fuck you? Because you're either lying about having done that, or you lied about, you did serious allegations which were a lie. Either way, it's a sin. Don't do this. Like, why would you need to do that? Ever. I've had the fucked up, okay, this is a fucked up story, but I'm gonna tell it. I had someone once try and say that I did something to them back in 1990. That they were a kid in school and that I was like a teacher or something and I did something to them. Like sexual assault or something. I was not a teacher in 1990. I was 2. I was like, I believe you've confused me with something else or someone else. I was 2. So I just like, yeah, go ahead and post that on the internet. Tell them, yeah. I was homeschooled starting in middle school. So I was like, yeah, if you like believe this is real, like, then go for it. You know, tell people. But my defense is that I was too. Like, I didn't even talk to him about it. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this, man. I like Vinny more. You're the reason I drink sometimes. Sometimes when I type to people, if the font allows it, I will randomly swap between lowercase, uppercase I's with lowercase L's just to see if anybody notices. Nobody has yet. Why? Why would anyone assume that you would do that? Why would anyone check? Like, no one's gonna check that. You will get away with that forever. That's just a weird fucking thing. They can't have done it because it doesn't allow you to do different things. You used to be able to bypass plagiarism detectors by using the Russian eye. Ooh, that's good. The fucked up thing is that this is someone who visits my streams, right? Can you use alternative fonts in Twitch chat? Yes. Times Root New. Okay. Someone could be doing that right now. And there's no way we'll know. And honestly, I don't care. My freshman year, my friend sent me a meme in our group chat that went something, sent this to someone you want to make macaroni sounds forever with a picture of Mackie Cheese Ring. I thought it was cute, just about the food, so I sent it to my girlfriend at the time. Thanks. I'm glad you didn't find any viruses. I thought it was cute, so and it was just about food, so I sent it to my girlfriend at the time. Still haunts me to this day, and the release of WAP later on didn't help. Sending this after making macaroni and cheese for dinner, by the way. I mean, yeah, at least it was someone you were dating, because, yeah, that would have gone, like, way too fucking hard. I don't get it. Stirring macaroni kind of makes wet. I'll explain it to you when you're older. I never liked being photographed so much that when it came to picture day in school, I made any excuse to leave early or stay home so I didn't end up in the yearbook. Yeah, I feel that. I do not know how to smile in photographs. Like, at all. I'm completely incapable of smiling on command. It's just weird. I hate being photographed. Except for my wife. She can photograph me. I don't mind that. My wife can do anything. I love her. I always have this, like... Or some weird fucking expression on my face. Like, they always look weird, man. Like, I look like a fucking freak every time I try and smile. You know, like, what is that? Forced smile looks forced? Why am I happy to be here? I get it. Make that the thumbnail. If I remember, I will. Thank you for enabling all the monster fuckers out there. Rev, where would we be without you? I mean, I would assume fucking monsters. I hope that's the life that you live. Yeah, this isn't really a confession, so sin. Mike is a stupid man, and I also think he's transphobic. What makes you think that? He just gives me those vibes. Why would you say that? What kind of fucking bullshit is that? A, he's not stupid. He thinks he is, but he beats himself up with it. And he's not transphobic. He's made actively trans-positive, like, memes and shit before. You remember the fucking, like, hop on Donkey Kong? Or not Donkey Kong, the other Kong. Yeah, maybe you just don't like him. Funky Kong. Yeah, he made a Funky Kong meme. He's done charities to help trans people. He's sinned for being just fucking weird. You don't need to justify your dislike of someone. Exactly. If you dislike me, you don't have to try and find like, oh, there's this one time that Rev said something like a little whatever. I hate him now. You can just be like, you know what? This just doesn't work for me. It's not my thing. I prefer Vinny. And you go watch them instead. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Sin. I like to put raw garlic cloves in my instant ramen and eat them, but I don't want to mar a knife with garlic for instant ramen, so I've started biting into the cloves with the skin still on to open and peel the garlic. Is that a sin? What? Why not just like use the edge of whatever tool you're gonna eat the ramen with if you're gonna be that lazy? Like use a spoon or a fork or something? You can probably cut it with the edge of a fork. Okay. I regularly return to Sinfessions when I need some sort of background noise. I'm not sure why. I guess hearing half the stuff chat has sent makes my sins feel relatively normal or tame in comparison. It's weirdly comforting how much solidarity and playful judgment there is in this community. Yeah, that's something I really do like about this, is like you can sort of I feel like we all feel a little less insane now because we're all insane. We're all fucked up in the head. I can't remember if I sent this in, but I was in the fourth grade. I was a fourth grade Anon whose school had a bullying problem. In that confession, I said the pure meditation puppet show. Oh, I remember the meditation puppets. Yes, I remember the puppets. It's like not a good way to. We had to do was the second most embarrassing thing that happened to me that year. The first was a class play we had to hold for kids a few grades below us on bullying. It was about calendar months bullying February for being a loser with only 28 days, 29 for a leap year. What the fuck? Okay. It all comes to a head when Father Time shows up and teaches us all a valuable lesson about how every month is important and February is special because of the leap year thing. And we all had to participate, and I was stuck playing the role of one of the months. And it ended with a cover of a Calendar Girl. And yes, it was as cringe as it sounds. I don't know that song. I was visibly uncomfortable and couldn't hide how much I hated being there the whole time. I think about this and the many eyes cemented on me, and I could never become an actor. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna mute the desktop audio and I'm gonna go and look up. Yeah, I was born in February too. Calendar Girl? '1961 song. The lyrics are, I love, love, love my calendar girl. Yeah, sweet calendar girl. I love, love, love my calendar girl. Oh no. Oh, this song sounds like it'd be cringe. Oh, I can already hear some fucking children singing this. It's so bad. I'll link it in chat so you guys can go and listen to it yourself. But Calendar Girl, 1961, it sounds very doo-wop-ish. Yeah. That song sucks. Yeah, that's very like, yeah. Yeah, I hate that for you. Yeah, it sucks. It's an oldie. What an awful song. It's very much like a song that would be on the Grease soundtrack. Which, hot take, not my thing. I'm a huge Magic the Gathering nerd. Sin from that alone, yes. One time during a preview season of the new set, Throne of Eldraine, new card art that was shown early that I was convinced was a card called Grove of the Burn Willows. I was certain the entire land cycle was coming to the game, and I was so sure of it, I called one of my best friends a blind idiot when they disagreed. Needless to say, the actual art was for a basic swamp, not that card, felt like an asshole. Amazing. The only reason that this turns into a sin is because you are such, like, so hardcore about it. Amazing. Could have been Gear. I think other people play Magic aside from Gear. Channeled that guy for a second. Yeah, honestly. I think the most stereotypical teenage weeb thing I have ever done when I had a crush on one of my friends. I think the most stereotypically teenage weeb thing I've ever done was when I had a crush on one of my friends. They're a real person. I had a very weird what-if fantasy that if we ever got together and stayed together long-term, I'd propose to her as Ash Ketchum at a convention with a ring and a Pokeball. Ultimately, I never asked her out. Yeah, that's going to kind of put a dampener on that plan. And we drifted apart before we graduated. I suppose it was all for the best. I have nowhere near the confidence to propose like that these days. Yeah, you don't have the confidence to ask them out. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Big gestures of like, marry me, very cringe unless if like they are absolutely into it. Like, my wife would love a very sweet, heartfelt, you know, way of telling her that I love her. She said, if you don't marry me, I'm going to marry you. So I knew that she was going to probably say yes. I didn't do a big thing like this where with like other people were around. We were in a long distance relationship for the longest time. Told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I drove her to the airport on Christmas Day. I didn't explain where we were going or what we were doing. I just said, your last gift, we have to drive a bit. And she wasn't very awake yet. So we went to the airport and we got to the elevator where we had our first kiss. Or approximately the right elevator. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. Because I actually took a picture of where I had parked to pick her up. So I did that, and then I asked her to marry me in the elevator. That's nice, because it was me and her, and if she said no, it would be fine. You know? What would you have done if there were other people in the elevator? It was like first thing in the morning on Christmas Day. You know? No one was going to be there. And I was cold, but not cold enough to be shaking as much as I was. But I did. you know. But she probably was like, why the fuck are we at the airport? And there's nothing out there. She thought she was getting a cat or something. So yeah, probably for the best that you didn't do this, because this is like a real big show of like, you have to be with a girl who actually likes this kind of like big shit. Yeah, but I mean, that works. You got to be dating someone who likes big shows of stuff. Like when they see like videos of people proposing in like a crowd or something, or they have like a dance number or something, see if she likes those videos or if she thinks they're cringe. Also, yeah, when you propose, know the answer before you propose. That helps too. Took my wife out of town to propose. She pulled me aside the second day of the 5-day thing and told me to propose to her. And later, I did it later that day when we were alone in a random place. Ruined my original plan of doing it near a large. Yeah. That's a cute story, though. That's a good story. After the cookie and ketchup anon was spotted, I have to make a conscious effort to be mindful on how fast I react to confessions in chat to avoid outing myself. Yeah. As a kid, I used to try and catch pigeons to attempt to start my own pigeon army to do my bidding. I was very disappointed that I didn't succeed. Based. I understand. Sometimes I wonder if something is wrong with me, with how I forget to do basic tasks for weeks, days, months at a time. It's genuinely not a laziness, it just doesn't come naturally to me, even if it's right in front of me. The results are me forgetting to brush my teeth or take my meds for an extended period of time feel unavoidable. Have you been diagnosed with ADHD or depression or something? Because like, yeah, no, I have to have like a schedule, else I don't remember things. This is called executive dysfunction. Look it up. It's real and a thing I have too. Don't worry about it, man. Well, I mean, you know, do, but you know, don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, but yeah, no, this is a thing that people do. So don't fret too much. I'm hungry as all hells right now. That was 15 days ago. I hope they ate. Nice. In chat. I was slaving myself through 2 commissions made by friends. Even with the many approved works in progresses, they never really stopped to ask for free redraws because we're friends. Developed a lot of doubt in my skills thanks to them and ended up being unmotivated whenever I approached anything related to illustration or drawing. Then one furry I befriended wanted to see some characters of a game I worked on, being borderline not safe for work and paid for a commission. The positive feedback from that revived the passion I believe to be dead. This is not base or sin, but that furry is exceedingly based for this. That furry did what your friends wouldn't, and like, I don't know, fucking believed in you? Furry's the real hero of this story. I'm currently using my tablet to draw Route 34 of the supposed alien bodies found in Mexico today, 14 days ago. I know at least 15 followers of mine on Twitter who will get off to it. Sin, why would you do that? I'm addicted to sniffing cats. I don't even like the smell. The fuck does that mean? What do you want from me? What does that mean? Why would you do that? What? Why would you do something you don't enjoy doing on purpose if you don't need to do it? I used to draw Sonic the Hedgehog porn. It was around 15 years ago. Most of it was Sonic and Knuckles having gay sex. Yeah, okay. Chat says based. Okay. When I was a child, I borrowed a PS1 CD of a kid I hated, and then DJ scratched it, said it was another kid, got away with it, caused a fight. A sin. But okay. Sorry, I just read the next one and it kind of stun-locked me for a minute. Funny. Sin, but funny. Child moment. I'm here to confess that I, in fact, did wear my diapers when Germa and Stir, I don't know who Stir, were doing a diaper dork kicking spree. Ended up going cummies in my pantaloons. I am sorry. Please forgive me. God, I have sexualized my own downfall caused by 2 Twitch streamers. No one needed to know this. No one at all needed to know that information. Nice. This is one of the worst things I've ever read. And I've read some of the dialogue from Alan Wake. I'm scared. You fucking should be. Run, bitch. I know where you live and I will find you. I was traveling to another country. After landing, I got in line to have my passport checked. With my over-the-shoulder laptop bag, heard a noise go off behind me, turned around to check. I wasn't in a way or something. What I didn't know was the family behind me and their child didn't understand personal space. The clunk as it hit his head made me wince, but the dad just said, "Why did I tell you about standing too close to people?" And the kid gave me an evil stare while holding his head. Personal space is actually not a standardized concept. I will stay. That's a very important. Oh, GG, thank you for the 26 months of support. Did I think I already thanked you. I'm thanking you again. Fuck it. Thank you. Yeah, different cultures have different, like, distance that's acceptable. Like, Americans like to have, like, I want to say, like, 4 to 5 feet. I want to say it's Greek people like to have closer to, like, 3 foot. And I want to say that, like, some countries in, like, the Middle East are, like, even less. Like, they're basically, like, in your business. And it's very disconcerting. And, like, normal for people to, like, back up, right? So, like, you try and distance that social engagement to be, like, not super far away. In Norway, it's roughly the length of the country. Yeah, it's awkward when there's, like, 2 different ones. Like, imagine someone from Norway and, like, a Greek person, and it's just like they're chasing each person from Norway is, like, running away, and the Greek person's like, because you try and maintain that distance. I came back to the ship drunk, threw up the berthing Somehow no one saw it or heard me. I just left it there. Some of the guy on lower rank than I got to the blame and had to clean it up. What the fuck does that mean? It's probably some part of a boat. Near the anchor? This has got to be like a Navy thing. Hashtag just sailor things. Okay, sure. Sometimes I think of Mike or Rev as the fatter pisser. You know, the world may never know. Forgive me, Father, for I have committed the great sin of being a cringe weeb. Yeah, you know it, though. We all go to hell in this life. Sin. It happens. A very good friend of mine in college was a super sheltered Christian dude who was a virgin. He was crushing super hard on this hippie girl and didn't know how to tell her. I was sleeping with her while giving him advice on how to tell her. We both sneaked back to my place at the same night. She had legs for a millennia and smelled like patchouli. Not my type, but goddamn, she didn't know he was swooning, and I never told her. He never found out. I care deeply about him and feel like a Judas. So, sin for humble brag? Like, what was the fucking... Why did you... Wait. Not my type. What? What? Why did you write this like a noir detective? Yeah. Why'd you hit it if she wasn't your type? Literally to cuck your friend in secret? Legs for millennia is insane. Yeah, maybe she was just hot? I cared for him very deeply and felt like a Judas. Yeah. You secretly cucked your friend. Sin. When I was younger, I watched Dark Knight Rises with my family, and for some reason, my adolescent brain forced me to hold in a piss. The resulted in me pissing a pretty mean one through the theater seats as Batman was punching Bane to death. It was humiliating. Yeah, it would be. Sin, but funny. When did that happen? $2012. 11 years ago. Why am I old? Why am I old? Why am I old? I was clothes shopping a couple weeks ago. I had no idea what possessed me, but I was in the changing room and tried on a pair of underwear, then decided I didn't like how it looked and asked an employee to put it back. She asked if I had tried them on, and I straight up lied and said no. Pretty sure she didn't believe me. It was a small enough store, so she probably just told her coworkers about it. I'm still more... Why? Yeah. Don't do that. This is more common than you think? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Sin? As a kindergarten. Thank you for your service in being an entire school. I had a habit of licking things, including Lego pieces with live 9-volt battery power. So I remember how the taste of the electrocution, metallic, angry fire ants on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. I've licked batteries on purpose before. 9 volts exclusively, because you can't test them otherwise easily. Rev licking, I mean a 9 volt, why? Because I needed to check and see if they were still good or not. It's not that bad. I wouldn't recommend it because it fucking kind of sucks, but I mean, I made a taser once using them. And I tased myself like repetitively. You could have a voltage meter, but you'd have to go and get that, and you just need to check real quick. I know they're like cheap ass voltage meters, but like my tongue is right here. I have one. I have a voltage meter. I don't use it. Because like if I'm at a like my like your tongue is pretty expensive. You don't get hurt that bad. You get over it within like a few minutes. Like if I'm at like, I don't know, a friend's house and we're doing a jam session and my like I got to check the battery on my effects pedal. Just zap. Yeah, it's still good. So that's not the problem. Something else is wrong. Yeah, it tingles for like a second or two. It's like not that bad. It's not a great feel. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah. Yeah, 9 volts have yeah, these are 9-volt batteries. You've got like the 2 terminals on the top. That's the plus and the minus, and you can lick them, and then because they're right next to each other, it's pretty easy to pull off. You could lick that. When I was a very young kid, I would suck my big toe in order to gross out my sister. She would retaliate by telling me how they embalmed Egyptian mummies, which freaked me out. This is like exactly like brother-sister energy. Like I was not there for that. Like I didn't have a sister growing up. So I don't know. My sister-in-law is sort of like my sister now. This is sibling behavior. This is normal. Weird fucking behavior is immediately retaliated by other weird behavior. This continues. That's what it's like to have a brother or sister. If you don't have one. I went to watch the first Suicide Squad with a friend. We smoked weed just before, got way too high. Combined with the visuals, I got super dizzy in the theater and almost had to sprint out to throw up. Didn't make it, threw up in the entrance to the room. Felt so bad that I told the front staff, who only gave me confused looks. When I went back to the theater, I sat down and pretended nothing happened. Brought it up again to her years later. I'm pretty sure she already knew. Oh, with your friend. I was like, who are you talking about? That is certainly a fucking thing. Sin for watching Suicide Squad. Based for weed. When I was 3, I remember taking my own poop from the toilet, smearing it on the wall in my bedroom, and according to my parents, this wasn't the first time. I was pretty proud of myself at the time, and I do remember doing that. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, I couldn't touch mud as a child. I thought it was weird and it felt gross and like it got everywhere and you couldn't get it off. To pick up an entire piece of shit just didn't occur to me. I was like, it's gonna feel like mud, but worse. You know? The little smiley face at the end. This is the sin right here. Right there. That's the sin. The little smiley face at the end. That's a sin. Also have to refresh because I accidentally hit delete and then cancel. I definitely read some stuff that I don't want to read while scrolling through this. Man. All right, there we go. When I was in the 6th grade, I snorted a fat line of glitter because I thought it'd make people like me. Very 6th grade energy. Yeah. Yeah, did it work? I want 6th graders to like me. Cause I'll get some glitter. Like if that gets me to have friends, I'd snort some glitter. Yeah, why not? Years ago, I dated a woman who had a much older brother with Asperger's. He was very sweet, funny, and I was very protective of him. One time, the three of us went to have sushi, and he pointed out that wasabi and asked what it was. I jokingly said it was a dessert that tasted like green apple without realizing that he might take me seriously. Before I could stop him, he put the whole thing in his mouth and instantly had a bad time. I felt so bad. I think about him all the time to this day. I hope he's doing well. Especially with someone who's like a high-functioning person with Asperger's, I could totally see that as a thing. Like, it just doesn't occur to you that they have Asperger's or anything, so you just like keep on trucking and you don't bring it up, and then like, yeah, it's mint ice cream or green apple ice cream. Shit happens. Try not to feel too bad about it. But it is a sin and you're going to hell. Asperger's isn't a thing anymore, I think. It's just autism. Yeah, it's like ADHD and ADD. They just combine them into one thing. It's like, what's the difference? DSM, whichever version we're on, switched out. They switched that, I think, when I was in school for psychology. I had a good job, comic book shop, ruined by a bad boss. Started stealing small things from work every day to get back at him for making me feel miserable. Did this for almost 2 years until I quit. Asperger was also a Nazi, so they changed the name. Okay, fair. Why not quit, man? I'm a college student. I had one of my first serious girlfriends in sophomore year. We dated from August till March. That's pretty long. Fall semester. We both had classes together, and in the class was a girl who was legitimately the most beautiful person I ever saw. It didn't have any impact on things though until the new year when we started living together over the break, and I lost feelings. I kept it secret. At spring, I had another class with the crush. My significant other and I broke up, and I never had the guts to talk to my crush. Asperger's was a term created to protect high-functioning people with autism from the Nazis. Okay. Fair enough. This is just Casablanca. I have not seen that movie. But I gotta get on that plane. Doll. Or whatever the fuck the lane. Yeah. Okay. I'm a male doctorate student who lives at home. Occasionally I dress up in women's clothing because I still feel comfortable studying. I only wear them when I'm alone and keep them hidden in a lockbox. I've yet to tell anyone this. We all die someday, man. Just fucking do whatever it is to make your day happy that you're not hurting people. It's not a sin. Sin for posting this because it's not one. This is literally a Harvey Post song. Yeah, I mean, I know the one you're talking about, and I think that there needs to be a re-release. Because I was talking to Chad about, yeah, programmer socks shit. You got your programmer socks on to study. I once drove a car with a broken head gasket from New York to Baltimore for a pussy. The car caught on fire while driving back, and I had to call relatives from Central PA to come help me. My sin was being down bad. Understandable. Yeah. No, that sounds like a thing. Yeah, I could believe that. Yeah. Yeah, all I need to know was it worth? Once went to a local band gig. After the show, went to get some pizza at the bar and looked at a big titty goth girl. She looked back. I smiled at her to make things less weird. She smiled back and started walking towards me. We talked for a solid 5. She seemed oddly interested and basically was water cooler conversation. In fear that I was about to get my kidney stolen, I pretended to go to the bathroom and run near the exit. Did I do the right thing? You fucking failed. You fucking blew it. She was into you. This one time I was on the bus and this girl sits down next to me. And she was like, man, I have such a hard time with cooking. Or something like that. I forgot how we got talking. I was like, oh, no, I was talking to her about ramen. She had some on her. And I was like, listen, you know the pictures of the ramen on the package? You could just, like... So you know Top Ramen? This shit? I was like, you know what you gotta do? All you gotta do is just add the stuff that they got on the package. You know? Look at it. It's got like chicken. I don't know what that is. Cilantro maybe? Just add the chicken to the cilantro and there you go. You got good stuff. You can get some really good ramen that way. And she was like, thank you. And I'm like, no problem. This is my stop. And she listened like really intently. I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to like knowing when women are hitting on me. I had to be told that my wife was hitting on me. One time we went to apparently get a vacuum. Like we were having a conversation recently. Me and my wife were talking about it. I forget how it ended up being a thing, but we were talking about like, you know, I get jealous when people hit on my wife. I'd murder them. You know how it is. We went to Target and the woman at we were returning it, this vacuum, it didn't work. And apparently she was hitting on me and I just fucking didn't get it. But my wife did. I mean, she didn't like bring it up because I mean, like, I'm not going to use that information and there's no reason to know that information. But yeah, I don't pick it up when people hit on me. So yeah, you are dense, but same. So don't worry about it. Redo the screen region, sorry. In first grade, I took a kid's Blastoids card out of his backpack, it ate away at me, and I eventually flushed it down the toilet months later. Why not just give it back to him? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sin. Part 2, the sin was I ended up telling my ex that I was going through something. We took a break. My crush, I don't know what my crush during all this gave me plenty of opportunities to talk to him, and I was visibly interested and I was too nervous. In energy I was interested in her was clearly there, though. And in the end, I broke up with my ex and never talked to that person. I found incredibly beautiful. Oh, this is that person. Because I was too afraid she ended up blocking me. I still miss the friendship I had with my ex, and I still have the crush. A two-parter from that guy previously. In 5th grade, my friend and I basically bullied a kid by not telling him what pierogi meant. Porque meant. And kept using it around them. I read that as pierogi because of dyslexia. I apologize. And kept using it around them, essentially annoying the crap out of him, and never told him what it meant no matter how much he asked. Until the last day of elementary school, I still wonder why they never looked it up themselves in the first place. I am hungry, yes. What is porque? Why? Yeah, they also didn't spell it right. Oh, that's the French spelling. I don't know what it means then. What does it mean? Same? Okay. For why? I think that was like I think there are memes, like rage comic memes with it. In college, I had an incredibly bullshit stats class where the professors for it were horrible and you pretty much had to learn everything on your own. Do we have the same fucking class? Did you go to UT? I think we had the same stats class. That's one of the only classes that I ever failed out of. I like quit that class. I'm like, this class sucks. The teacher's not teaching us anything. I asked, what the fuck is this? How does this work? How do I use this program? And she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I was trying to learn how to do stats for the sake of, I went to school for like a semester or two for social work. I feel this. Homework could be done in groups that you set up together on the school website where only one person had to submit for the group to take credit. I joined one random group, never spoke to any of them, and then pretty much never did any homework for the rest of the semester. I did do the bare minimum studying for quizzes and tests. Base as fuck. Rev, I have a confession? Wife has a confession. Dinner's done. Okay, let me read one more, and then I'm gonna go eat food with my wife and kiss her, because she's cute. It smells really good. What are we having tonight? So that way I can brag about it. When I was in the 5th grade, I was incredibly sheltered and naive, especially due to being Catholic school. I made the mistake of watching an edgy, stupid Newgrounds flash that had tons of sex humor, and for some reason, took it as informative. The next day, I went to the 5th grade teacher and proudly proclaimed that I learned that XXX was associated with both porn and beer. She said she must have not known how to respond. She looked so dumbfounded and amused. She said, yes. Yes, it is. Part of me still feels bad. I've only ever been told to act my age once. And I'm going to tell you this story. And then I'm going to end for the day. But this sin reminds me of this. I was told once to act my own age. In 4th grade. Might have been 3rd grade. I was very young. I watched Home Improvement. You know, Tool Time? With, oh, what's the name of the guy who bought a whole bunch of coke and then snitch so that way he could get out of it. Tim Allen, thank you. Yes. Anyway, we were cutting out like stuff. I don't remember why we were doing this. It was a thing. Yeah. Yeah, that show. We were cutting out like things from the newspaper for some reason, right? And I was flipping through the ads and I said a line that I'd seen on the show, and I said, "Why do they have wings?" And the teacher looked at me and said, "Act your age." Pads. Yeah. Whack? I don't get it. Literally what? Have you ever heard "act your age, not your shoe size"? I haven't heard that one. I don't get it. Don't explain it? Yeah, I mean, like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Act your age. I'm gonna check Twitter real quick because I know there's an art. And we're gonna look at this art because I'm fucking excited that there's art. I don't get art all that often anymore, but art is very important to me. So when I see art, I look at it. This is something that apparently was posted on Tumblr. And I missed it. This is from Axe Swing Art, at Axe Swing Art. And it's from when I was playing My Friendly Neighborhood, and it's me as a Muppet. It's good. And then here's this one. Okay, kids, let's review our APCs. ACAB. It's amazing. I love the like dynamism and like the fucking like lines you got here. Like, there were a lot of lines you could have added for wrinkles and stuff. You could have added another button or something. Like, you're aware of the number of buttons or roughly needs to be, but you didn't. You know? Because you know exactly where to draw the line on how much detail in order to give it that comic book look. It communicates that it's me without using more detail than necessary. The colors are good. The fucking pose is good. This is very good art. Thank you. It reminds me of this anime that we watched. I'm trying to remember, fuck, what was the name of that anime? And it was like a guy who ran a kids show, but he's like burned out as fuck. I bet you it's on Crunchyroll. Life Lessons with Uromichi Onisan. Highly recommend. It is amazing. It's really funny. I mean, it's kind of the same joke repetitively, but still, it's very much the same energy. So thank you for this, Axe. You made my day. And I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. With something else. Okay, I'm gonna go eat with my wife now because she's gonna starve to death because she's waiting for me. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.